Welcome to another episode of Decluttering Roulette, but I didn't just pull one area of the house to declutter out of my little sparkly bag today. No, I ended up covering three different areas. And this is something that I've wanted to do for quite some time, just have a bit of a catch up, really. So, the first area that I pulled out was paperwork. Now, I am doing this as usual after my kids have gone to bed in my oversized hoodie, looking like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. So forgive me, but this is the only time I seem to have to do any kind of decluttering or housework at all nowadays. It has been blooming bonkers at work. The last couple of months, particularly, have been crazy. I've been on back to back client calls all this week. I have no idea when I'm going to reply to any emails or do any actual work. So let's put that to one side though, because I think when I'm feeling, in fact, I don't think I know when I am feeling overwhelmed in one area of my life, everything else just seems so much harder. And I need to get on top of the house to keep some sanity. And I think I'm just going to have to start doing some deep cleans in the evenings. Like I've got to that point when chipping away little by little, yes, it helps. It absolutely helps. But I just really need a good, like, deep clean. So I am thinking a spring clean series is coming up, and I'm going to start with the kitchen because, my goodness me, the kitchen is getting on my nerves. It is really getting on my nerves. But for now, we're just doing what we can in the limited time that we have. And that is starting out with this paperwork declutter. So we have paperwork in this file, which you have up on the wall. And I highly recommend this system, by the way. It's an IKEA system. These are like metal files slot in together, and then you screw them into the walls. That has been up for over 4 years now. It's very sturdy. I spray painted mine with this kind of bronze paint, which is very cheap. And now I have a second one of these up by my desk, and it holds a lot. And I think it looks good, but it doesn't look great when it's this stuffed. So I'm just getting things out bit by bit. So we have 5 people in our family, and there are conveniently 5 slots in this system. So we each have one. So with my youngest at the bottom, going up to me at the top, because I have the most amount of rubbish, quite frankly. But also in my section, we have like birthday cards and things like that. So, if my kids are going to the party, then I can just grab a birthday card from the top there. So that's our little organizer system there. We have the kids like medical record files, they have their red books. If you're in the UK, like every kid has a red book which has like their core medical information in. So we have those there. And then if they're attending a medical appointment, we can just grab them. And then they have their school stuff and nursery stuff. So I am just going through making sure that, like, when it comes to my paperwork, I just want to have the latest bill for like every kind of different area of the household expenses. So, the latest council tax bill. And I found that I had two, which were like basically 2 years worth. So I only need this year's, I don't need last year's. Same for my like pension annual statements. Like I only want the most recent one. I don't want to look back at like see how it's changed over the last 5 years. Like I don't have that much time. So after having gone through it, literally took me about 8 minutes. I didn't get rid of masses, but I also did sort out some paperwork that I need to like action. So that was good. So we're back into the sparkly bag, and where will we get for area number two? I think that the decluttering gods were with me because this one was kids' toys. And that, the decluttering gods, should they exist, have decided to choose areas of the house that I can access easily while the kids are sleeping. Because that's the thing with decluttering roulette, like you don't get to pick and choose. I mean, that's the point, isn't it? So also don't know if I'm going to get an area where it's like a bedroom and the kids are sleeping. So I do have a little, like loophole. Is that the right word? Oh my goodness me. I do have a little loophole in that I can not tackle an area like if the kids are sleeping or something. But I didn't have to put anything back in the bag and pull out a different area. I could just crack on with kids' toys. And actually, do you know, I got rid of more than I thought I would from this little area here. So I have a kind of toy rotation going on, and I'm trying to rotate the toys in this like little coffee table bit. I haven't done so for a little while, and I could do with like actually doing that properly. But for now, I'm just having a look at things here, and when they're in the coffee table, like if the kids aren't playing with them regularly, then they're just not interested because these are the toys that they see like most frequently. Um One of my bugbears is that the kids, particularly the 2-year-old, post toys through the hole in the coffee table and then they get stuck in the middle of the coffee table. Then I have to put the broomstick in, push them all through the hole in the middle in order to release them. So while I was decluttering toys, I was conscious I was missing a few bits of toys. I thought, do you know what? They're going to be in the coffee table, aren't they? And they were. They absolutely were. So every now and again, we just have to go and get things out of the coffee table. When I started my like decluttering proper again in December of last year, I found a tenner in that coffee table. So my little one had, she'd been stuffing money in there. So sometimes it can be quite lucrative to clear out and declutter. I also found my husband's car key in the toy kitchen. It was in a little microwave bit of the toy kitchen. I found that very early on in decluttering. And of course, my watch, which started this whole like series off because my watch had gone walkies again. We blame my toddler for that as well. Little thieves they are. So now we have tackled those. I'm just getting a few of the toy cubes out. Partly I'm tidying up because I found some stickle bricks in the coffee table, and partly just looking for anything obvious to get rid of. But I think by this point, because I'm doing this in the evening, I'm running out of steam pretty quick. But the nice thing about doing like different areas and just spending literally like 5 to 10 minutes in each area is like you have that momentum initially. So you're all fired up. Tackle a new area. What can I see here? As soon as you start to get bored, fatigued, losing interest in it, like just move on to somewhere else. And I think that's going to be my strategy going forward, is just do what I can with a decluttering roulette. There are so many jobs in the house I want to do right now. Gardening is one of them. I bought this box of summer bulbs from TikTok shop. I don't buy loads of stuff from TikTok, but I got sucked into the TikTok marketing and was watching a little video, and I genuinely need some plants. Like I have some plant pots which had nothing in, and I thought, I've been looking at plants to plant out. I had not considered bulbs. I didn't know that summer bulbs were a thing. I only like think about daffodils and tulips when I think about bulbs. So I bought this box of summer bulbs. But now it's May and I haven't planted the summer bulbs and I need to do it. So there are jobs like that. Like I buy these things because I have these, ideas. I'm gonna tackle these jobs and I'm gonna get out in the garden and I'm gonna make everything look really pretty and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm clean this and I'll organize that. I bought brackets for the shed after I did the shed declutter because I'm gonna organize that shed. I'm gonna put things on brackets. I'm gonna have a bracket for the bikes and I'm gonna have a bracket for the lawnmower and a bracket for these tools. The box of brackets is sitting on top of the shoe organizer, the shoe cabinet in my hallway, and it has been there since it was delivered by Amazon and it has not moved. And I have absolutely no idea when I'm going to take everything out of the shed and put brackets on walls. Like, what was I thinking? It's really all I can do right now to carve out little pockets of time to do some cleaning and decluttering, but doing like full on reorganization of areas of the house, like it's just beyond me right now. So here's how tired I was. I got this like a little it's a what is it? It's a cot, a little toy cot out to declutter that, and then I forgot about it halfway through. And it was still sat there. So those are the toys that I managed to declutter in a very short space of time. So I'll take that. I'm happy with that. And here is our third and final area of the house that I'm going to tackle. And that is my desk. And again, I feel like the decluttering gods, they just know what we need, don't they? And I had thought on the weekend when I was doing a clean up, I just looked at my desk and thought, you are looking messy. And that was it. I didn't get time to get around to it at all. I have to say, actually, I don't feel like it was as messy as I had in my head on the weekend. And I think that was partly because my kids have a tendency to put toys on my desk on the weekend. And then, like, it gets to Monday, and I'm like, oh, why do I have a fancy dress costume? Like, why is Spider Man's outfit on my desk? Why do I have one toy shoe and a dolly on my chair? And I have to move them all. So, I didn't have any of that crap on my desk, but I did have a lot of paperwork that I need to sort out. So, I haven't claimed my medical expenses for months, another job that I really need to do. So, I do have some medical policies and private healthcare with work. Um, and I have not claimed anything. So I'm talking about like your dental hygienist appointments and that sort of thing. I haven't claimed them. I think there is a time limit within which to claim them. And I mean, it's a very busy period of life. Having very young children working in a stressful job, like it's a very, very busy period of life. At the moment, the kids are 6, 5, and 2. and it is full on, and work is so busy. And then I love this YouTube channel and I'm trying to keep on top of it. And I was just trying to keep on top of the house, trying to get things done. And yeah, like when do you get the time, basically? I do not get the time to do anything. And that includes claiming my expenses, so my medical expenses and also my travel expenses, because I have got quite a lot of travel expenses and work related expenses. Like, I know I've got one receipt, which is for like 250 quid. And then I've got all of my train tickets recently, and I haven't claimed any of it. I might actually log in. Tomorrow is my non working day, and I'm off with my kiddos. And I might try and log in the evening and just claim my expenses because we've got a holiday in 2 weeks' time. Like, it's 2 weeks tomorrow, we are going on holiday and money is a little bit tight ahead of holiday. And if I claimed for my expenses, they would go through like before my holiday, and that would actually have a really positive impact. Like, I'm probably sitting on around about £500 of various different expenses if I only just pulled my finger out and did it. But I think because it's a low priority for me because it's not work, like it's not what clients are asking for. But anyway, here's what we decluttered. A good look at the toys I decluttered, the paperwork I decluttered from my desk. See you in the next one. Bye.